y'all. Hey, how we doing? Mm, let's see. Waiting for y'all to come in here. Hey, what? Hey, hey, buyback. Hey, Tank. Hustle harder. Comedian Macho, how are you? There go my big bro, official sugar free the pimp in the building. My brother. He's a gang gang. That's right, comedian Macho. How y'all doing? Well, hey, there go big bro. Jay, stick with it. How are you? Okay, y'all. We told y'all we was going live today. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk. Hey, Cakes by Keena. Hi, baby. How you doing? But listen, share the live right now because we about to talk about some real stuff. We about to talk about some real stuff. We about to talk about social media and how it does or doesn't ruin relationships, and also about withholding intimacy in the bedroom. Because some of y'all dudes be doing that stuff too. Oh, they do. They do. Yeah. Okay, where's everybody from? Let me know where everybody's from. Let us know where everybody's coming from. Okay, Big Tez, I see you. How you been? Hey. Hey, Okay, so right now we live on his TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
So we live everywhere right
Everywhere,
now. It's
all
real.
over the world.
It's real. If you want live, just share it.
Okay, Chicago. And everybody go get your drink, whether it's water or whether you got a cocktail, whether you got a shot, go get your drink because it's happy hour. It is happy hour.
With Mario and Shar.
That's right.
With Mario.
Sure. He said Saginaw made Vegas paid. Okay. Hey, Saucy Banks, how are you? How are you? Okay, all right. Poppy said we ready. Okay, babe, what we toasting to tonight?
We're going to toast to a great live session with all the people and have good conversation.
Okay, what drink is this that you made?
Oh, this is the lavender tequila shot. Tequila. Lavender tequila. Okay. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Clank. Salud. Chef Boudreaux in the building. That's like a good drink. Chef. Oh, it's delicious.
That's a good damn drink.
It's good.
That's a good drink. God damn it.
Baby, you did that.
Let me get another one.
Let me get another one. Gamboa in the building. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk to y'all about is, listen, we're going to all discuss. Well, we need y'all to really make sure that you tapping in. You need to click the hearts, but also we need to make sure that y'all tapping in, asking questions and stuff and commenting, okay?
Keep it active.
Keep it active. Facts. That's right, because y'all over here too. Yes. Hey, Rose, how are you?
What's going on, y'all? We live right now.
All right, so the first thing, okay, bad question. Do you think, what's your opinion on whether social media ruins relationships or not? Okay. I want to hear.
So, do social media really ruin relationship? In itself, no. But one thing that we all can agree is that social media was never designed. It was never designed for us to keep relationships together. So I think with social media, what it actually did. Let's hear me out.
Okay. Because I got my opinion too.
Yeah. And what it did is made everyone self-entitled. It made everyone selfish because you can go there, express yourself, see whatever you want, and all that good stuff. And what that does is it changes the mindset of people. So, do social media actually ruling it? No. But does it play a part in the mindset and getting thrown off and steering away from your partner for a whole bunch of reasons? Yes, it does. And most of all, because most females can put a picture up on any social media platform, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of fucking dudes that be all over that shit being thirsty, and that's what women.
It's simping, it ain't pimping.
So social media and men use it for different things too. So no.
Right. Okay. And then so y'all know I've been talking about this for years, right? So my opinion of that is social media cannot ruin your relationship because what happens is either you have integrity or you don't. Either you have integrity or you don't. Because if you have integrity, you're not following certain things. You're not entertaining DMs. You're not DMing other people. So it boils down to your own personal individual mindset. You see what I'm saying? Because if you have integrity and you have loyalty within you and you display that with your partner and your person, then you're not going to be doing certain shit online in the first place. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Like we don't follow certain pages. We don't entertain DMs. We don't do none of that.
Right. Facts. And then in the having people a thumbs up.
We need some hearts. We need some thumbs up. Like,
let us know.
We need to see y'all comments. Okay, somebody said I'm with him on that. Somebody said valid indeed. Anybody else? Let's see. Okay.
So what? Think about it. Let's get a comment or something, because for the most part, when it comes to social media, it's giving us access to anything we want. And the crazy thing about it, though, is it's so strong that we already know how you can be on talking about something, and your social media is automatically picking up everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's a different level of like what it puts us in a trend in the following, and that's what so many people get caught in.
Yeah.
You know.
And just because you said that goes along with, you guys know I've been talking about this for years, but it goes along with the way in which you think, right? Okay, so if you follow along with the ways of society, then you're going to do certain things online and in real life. And that's the thing, like you cannot follow along with the ways of society and think that your relationship is going to be strong with your person. It's just not going to work. It's just not. Somebody said I had 20 years of faithfulness. That's dope, Jay. That's dope. Yeah, so it just boils down to your own self-respect and also the respect that you have for your union, honestly. Because if you have respect for your union, then you're going to have respect for your union in person, like in real life and on social media. And that's what a lot of people don't get. A lot of y'all sit up there and y'all follow certain shit. Y'all be entertaining certain shit. Y'all be looking up certain stuff that you ain't got no business doing if you're in a committed relationship. If you're in a committed relationship, I don't care if it was something that happened before. Get rid of that shit, because what happens is you cannot say that you want a strong relationship and you want a committed relationship. Then you sit up here following shit. You sit up here liking shit. You sit up here answering DMs. You got the exes on here. You got everybody still got access to you. Facts.
So now, social media. When it comes to it, though, like the fact that it does kind of play with your mind and all of that, it's a way for you to be fake and not even who you really are.
Ooh.
You know? So a lot of people be like on social media, and this is all ways that affect the relationship. Like it's all ways of how you perceive it and how serious it is to you. Because you got people that don't take full body pictures because they be ashamed of themselves, or they show. So social media, while it does and in fact can play a part in a relationship, it's the mental and what it does if you can't mentally take yourself away from it. Because most of all, did you grow up with social media?
Nope.
I think MySpace was the only thing that got popular, right?
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That was the only thing. That's when it started.
MySpace, that was different.
But our minds
But also
were.
back then they didn't allow certain stuff online.
It's exactly my point. That's my point.
Yes.
Exactly. So as you get into it and as it started, it got worse and worse, and the access, and then like people being lovers of themselves,
Yeah.
and all that. That's literally what social media does, and it takes you away. So like when you speak on integrity, right?
Ooh.
Integrity is definitely something, because at the end of the day, if you don't have control of yourself, if you don't have any mental, physical, sexual control, that it can affect your relationship. You know, so the question, can social media? No, it's all about you.
And also, just because you said that, and even when you have self control, you still need to be mindful and respectful of what you follow online, because your person. And why would you even want to? Why would you even want to? Why would you even want to look at certain stuff? And or even especially if you know your person's gonna be upset about it, you should have enough self control and self discipline to get rid of the shit. Seriously, like have some self control and self discipline, but also some self respect and respect. Hey, Bill, what's up? There go my nephew. You gotta have some self respect when it comes to this. Seriously, because y'all know that people be DMing people. Matter of fact, let me just say this. People, babe, let's talk about this one. Okay, people will see you in a relationship and still DM you. I kid you not. It happens all the time. I kid you not. They literally see me and him together online. Some of them see us in person, and they will still call the number. They will still text the number. They will still DM. And same with them. They be trying to send him videos. People.
But that's the thing. But see, that's exactly the thing, though. Where the access, right?
Right.
Because a motherfucker back in the day couldn't DM you because they didn't have no contact with you.
Boom. Exactly.
So now, especially if you're a popular person or someone well known or easy to get to, you're gonna definitely have those challenges. Yeah. But that's where the line draws were having self control and understanding. Yeah. But it's a whole bunch of dudes fucking thirsty out there. And a lot of dudes don't care about you being in a relationship.
They don't.
Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't.
I can literally.
Some of y'all don't.
Yeah. No. No, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. No, it's true. We are not. Listen, Achiro said you set the boundary in your relationship. Absolutely, exactly, exactly. So that's the thing, y'all. You gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful, but don't think that you're immune to it just because. Oh, I'm not on them like that. Oh, they don't want me. No, when they see you in a relationship, here they come. I promise you.
Yeah, true enough. But at times they're gonna always come though. Especially
Anytime.
it's gonna always be around. So it's about how you kind of like take it in and understand it. Yeah. But in the actual entertaining of anything is where it stops,
Right.
But
So don't be a liar and have some integrity.
This is.
Boom. Don't be a liar, have integrity. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. If y'all got questions or if y'all want to go live with us, make sure that you tap that one guy 84 in here. That's what's his name?
Who?
What's his name?
Oh, that's Chris. What up? Hey, what up? What up? What up?
If y'all have questions, put them in the question box. We already have questions that people done sent in. But also, if you want to go live with us, make sure you click that the icon down below with the video camera and the addition sign. We need hearts though, for real. Okay, I see some hearts going on.
Can we get some hearts real quick?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hit them.
My bro Jay Alim in the building.
Can we get some hearts real quick? I see some of y'all over here, but if you guys have any questions.
Hey Denise, how are you? I appreciate you for the hearts.
Oh yeah.
There goes Jayla in here.
Feel free to ask a question. We're here to ask questions as well too.
Jayla, it didn't have you as a moderator. There we go. We fixed it. Hey family. That's Jay Alim. That's the one him and his wife in why we're gonna go visit them. Yes, squad.
What's up, everybody?
Jay Alim, make sure you put the title of your movie in there too. He got a movie that just came out not too long ago. Make sure you put the title of your movie. Y'all need to go watch that movie. It's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter in the building. Jayla. Oh hey.
There you go. Throw the hearts out there. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Okay, so the next one. Okay, so the next topic is. See, they don't want to talk about this. They don't want to talk about this. Withholding intimacy in the bedroom. And y'all know, listen, I've been talking about this for all 7 years that y'all been following me, right? Okay, babe. The only three things that I feel like you get a pass on is if you're acutely sick, so that means you're literally sick right now. If you are having an emotional breakdown or if there's been a death in the family. Those are the only, there go my sis. I am Kennedy. Hey. So those are the only three reasons, and it can't be no drawn out thing neither. If there's a physical ailment, or if there's a mental illness, the acute mental illness thing going on, or if there is a death in the family. Those are the only three reasons. Other than that, hey, you better be doing cartwheels. You better be doing everything that you're supposed to. I'm talking about. Listen. Oh, speaking of cartwheels, wait till I post that video. I got a exclusive video that I'm gonna post of him after this live, and y'all gonna crack up. So stay tuned for the video.
Okay, so real quick about the video. First of all, let me just say this: a cartwheel. Most of y'all men, I'm 42 years old, and I did a cartwheel the other day, and she don't think that I did it. So I'm gonna definitely need some backup on this. Okay, let's go ahead and make that clear. Okay, so now when it comes to withholding intimacy, so now look, I'm finna talk shit. This ain't got nothing to do with us though.
Nothing to do with us.
This ain't nothing to do with us. But I'm gonna talk shit from a man's perspective because I know for a fact that I know men agree with it. All right. A lot of times when you're in a relationship with someone and the sparks fly and everything so you just get to always having sex and all that other stuff, intimacy becomes normal, right? But a lot of times what men go through is their women finding reasons to withhold it, to stop.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I work too.
So, but here's the thing though. We always had that conversation and say, man, y'all females be withholding it and my wife don't want to suck it no more. Like, so, okay.
No,
okay,
for real.
So, okay, so, but the thing about it though is some men be doing the same stuff. Yes. And here goes the issue a lot of times is men don't keep themselves in shape well enough to even perform themselves.
Jayla cracking it.
So let's go ahead and be honest about that. Of course, withholding intimacy with you in a relationship is one of the most gruesome, mentally, physically, and most exhausting thing that you can actually go through when you're in a relationship. Why? Because you withhold so intimacy don't have to be about sex. Let's say that first, right?
Ooh, let's
okay.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, like it don't have to be about
intimacy is all the time. it's an all the time type of thing. You got to fill the cups up.
Yeah.
You got to talk to them mentally. You got to, and listen, also keep it spicy. Don't be boring. Send pictures, send videos, like make sure that you're actually getting to the mind, right? Speak directly to your person and encourage them and uplift them and support them, because I promise you, the more they feel accepted and uplifted and encouraged by you, the more intimacy you are going to get. Unless you a raggedy bitch, and then that's y'all do things different than we do.
Intimacy, when it comes to intimacy, like something like little things that matter, right? Is you driving down the street as a woman, you drive with your partner, your man driving you around the town, or even as a man, if you're in the passenger seat or whatnot, hold your woman or your man's hand. Yeah. It's little shit. It's little it don't always have to be about sex. And okay. I think once you realize that, then you can kind of play with it and you can kind of understand it. Yeah. But when it comes to the
share the live. Share the live, and we need some hearts.
Yeah, we need some heart and share the live. but at the end of the day, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to sex, you should never withhold your partner if that's someone you plan on being with for a long time.
Yep.
You shouldn't do it.
And this is what I've been saying for years. I call it this. You signed up to be the sole provider of that man, and then you're not willing to take care of that. So what do you expect him to do? And I will never, ever, ever condone cheating or stepping outside of the connection, but you are supposed to be taking care of your person. You signed up to be the sole provider of that person.
Yeah.
Can't nobody else do it?
No, it's real. No, it's true though. Like, so now what I gotta do? I gotta sit and wait till the storm come, and then I still ain't gonna get nothing when it's rainy.
Still ain't gonna get nothing.
God damn it. But it all sets a tone of your relationship too, because once you start having that intimacy and being able to explode and feel each other like that, mm-hmm. It changes the dynamics of everything you got going on.
Can I share something?
Go ahead.
About like how we start our morning. Can we share? Like, can I share that? I got him.
Go ahead.
Listen, see, this is and ladies, listen. You know what else is a form of intimacy? Being submissive. See how I just asked him, like, can I share something personal about us? So everything.
And you know what? And if I would have said no,
then
she wasn't here.
Yeah, then it would have been no. Facts. Because he's a leader like that. Facts. Okay, so anyways, every single morning what we do is before we get out of the bed, we literally look at each other in each other's eyes. Every single morning. Every single morning. We don't say nothing. We don't do nothing else. Before we pick up our phones, before we do anything that morning, once the other one gets up, we literally look at each other in each other's eyes. Sometimes 4, 5, 10 minutes will go by and we're just looking at each other.
We say some people aren't affectionate.
Oh.
So how do we talk about that? Go ahead.
Talk about that. Talk about that. Because listen. Okay, so oh man. Some people really aren't affectionate. And and you have to understand that. Can you turn it this way a little bit, please? And you have to understand that that's the reason why some of your partners are missing something from you. They are missing something from you is because their love language is not being displayed by you. So you might be thinking that you're filling up their tank, but in reality, you're not filling up no tank, because you over here giving words of affirmation to her or to him, and their top love language is physical touch or quality time. So this is the thing, like it's dope because the way we just gel well like that. We good across the board, right? But the thing is that sometimes you think you're loving your person and they're not, and they're still feeling empty because you're not loving them the way they want and need you to. And this is the thing, you got to fill up you got to be selfless enough to fill up your person's cup. Thank you, sweetie. You have to be mindful enough and selfless enough to fill up your person's cup.
So here goes the thing with that, to go along with that though too, is that's why whenever you meet someone, you never expect perfection, right? Because if you meet someone, you do have to learn the love languages and all that. Yeah. But on the receiving end, it has to be some patience involved.
Oh, that's good.
I can't sit here and meet you, get to know you, and you can't expect me to know your love language.
Right.
You know, sometimes it'd be hard for people, like some people be like me sometimes, that I don't fucking know. Like, look, I ain't caught it yet.
Yeah.
So you have to express that. You have to be willing to teach that, and so that way the it can go together, and grow together. But a lot of times you meet someone, and that's why the dating is hard, because you meet someone and you expect them to be exactly what you think they should be, and they're supposed to know you and how you are, and what pisses you off and what triggers you.
Yeah.
But in reality, they don't get the time to actually get to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna answer that real quick. But just yeah. We're gonna answer that next. But just let's talk about this. Like, some people did not grow up in an affectionate household, so some people are uncomfortable with physical touch or displays of affection, especially like out in public, right? So also you have to make sure that you're getting to know your person to where you know where they came from. Some people have been SA'd as kids, molested as kids, and so sometimes that is their love language, is physical touch, but they are not accustomed to having that, and because it brings on a certain tinge to them, because it brings them back to certain traumas that they've experienced. Certain people didn't grow up in households where their parents or their grandparents or aunties and uncles, they weren't given hugs, they weren't even told that they were loved. So you got to understand it from that perspective too. That's why it's imperative that you get to know your person, that you ask them questions, that you allow them to ask you those hard questions. Because what happens is, if they don't know certain things about you, then they're going to be feeling like, oh, well, she just don't want to hug me, she just don't want to kiss me, she just don't want to touch me, she just don't want to have intimacy with me. When in reality, it's some trauma that they still got to work through.
Yeah. So it's somebody that got to saying something
Hold
about
on.
being disrespected.
Okay, on IG, big homie Key said, I got disrespected a lot by her kids and by her and my kids, and I say nothing because if I do wrong in everybody's eyes, I've been disrespected by her mom too. Okay, well, this is the thing, big homie Key. I want you to come up. I want you to come up because I need to know more about this. If you can go live, I see somebody else requested the live too. Yeah, can you go live with us real quick? Because this is the thing.
Oh, look at he say, and when it's drama, she thinks
She want to toot that thing up.
That's
Not an apology.
Ooh, that's some.
It can come with an apology, but it's not an apology. No, it's not accountability.
You know what? Because that's
manipulation.
Yeah, yes, it is.
That's manipulation.
What it is, though, it goes both ways. But that gets old when you're in a relationship with someone, and then like all of a sudden, oh, there you go. Well,
Okay. Ooh. Hey, Key, how are you? Okay, so this is my question, right? Okay, explain it first, and then I have something I want to say. Go ahead.
So it's
We can barely hear you, Key.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on right now.
Okay, there we go. Okay. We can hear you better now.
So it's like, really how it started was, I've been dating for probably about, I started dating her about 6 years ago, right?
Okay. 6 years. Okay, we got 6 years. Okay.
And like when we first started, like we weren't even like even 2-3 weeks into even dating. It was through the red flag for me was to come to my house and that it was like, well, my mama want to meet you. My thing is like, it's too early for that, you know. And then like the very next 2 days after that, like her mama even went looking for me on social media. That was a red flag to me.
Okay, but so this is the thing. You went all the way back to the red flags at the beginning. What I want to talk about is the fact. Okay, so you guys are still in a relationship now, correct? Yes or no?
I can't hear you because I'm getting like an extra feedback. Y'all got 2 different things going on. You said can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Okay. Are you guys still in a relationship? Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
I'm trying to make it.
Okay, so can you hear us now?
Yes, ma'am.
Or is it still feedback?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
All I'm saying. I pretty much kind of exit the situation, but I still get harassed.
Okay. So I want to have a clear understanding. But my thing is this, right? If she's disrespecting you and her kids are disrespecting you and her mom are disrespecting you, this is the thing. It's oh, they said his service is messed up. This is the thing that you have to realize. You are the man. You are the man. So what are you doing about it?
Yeah. Okay. Now this is what.
Sometimes you gotta grow a backbone.
It's like, you know, she she didn't have bad past relationships or whatnot.
No excuse.
So she just go through this thing to where it's like, you know, she's always spazzing out and, you know, talking crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't like that, you know right. What I'm saying? I don't get disrespectful her because her kids are there. But I've been disrespected by the kid also. And she don't never take the situation.
And you,
but I don't say nothing.
And you help take care of those children and they're disrespecting you? Recipe for disaster.
The thing about the children is, I can't even call them children no more because they're adults, you know.
Okay. But
so here go. Okay, stop. Okay, let me just say this.
This is the real thing is about him allowing disrespect.
The thing of sometimes, as hard as it is, sometimes we as men we have to stand as men at all times. You gotta and when I say that in a way of no disrespect. You know, and you don't have to disrespect anyone to be a man. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. And you could just stand on principle. Good. So even if a person doesn't like you or don't want to deal with you and have experiences of disrespecting you, you allow what keeps coming in. That's just it. So if you stand on it, eventually your respect will come. No matter what, eventually your respect will come and that disrespect will stop. But you got to stand on principle as a man, no matter what. It's not just your work, because you can get away from motherfuckers at your work. But when you're dealing with people on your job or your family, you can't get away from them. And it's a nagging mindset that carries you when you get disrespected and you know you shouldn't have. So you got to stand on something, and that's you're gonna keep on dealing with.
Yep. Either you stand up for yourself, or you keep dealing with it. But if you're gonna keep,
when I do, it's like I'm always in the wrong, or
you're. But listen, look. Like she don't own up to her bullshit. You're allowing her to make you feel like you're wrong. That's where the manipulation comes in, and that's where you have to grow your own backbone. It doesn't matter if she says that, oh, you're in the wrong. If you know that you're right, you're supposed to be the leader, you're supposed to be the man, then stand up for yourself. And you got to stand on it, because there has to be changed behavior in that household. You are the husband, you are the father. There has to be changed behavior in that household, and you have to be the one to create it. And if not, then you need to listen. You're going to have to think about what you're going to do.
Yep.
All right. All right, Key, you got another question before we go?
No, but I like how y'all situation is. I wish I had that.
We appreciate you.
See, but here's the thing about it, though. What we talk about is what we imply and we add to ourselves, too, though. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, and this is what I see a lot, because I watch from a distance. I see everything myself. We can find happiness. We can find it. But the only way we're going to find happiness as men is if we're comfortable in who we are as men first.
Facts. Ooh, that's
you
good.
have to know who you are as a man. Because nowadays, a lot of women think they fucking men. Facts. They think they can battle with you with everything that you do. Not you. Not you. Not you. Let me make that clear. It ain't you. So a lot of women have that mentality. So in order for you to survive nowadays, you have to be able to stand on yours. And I feel like it's the old school traditional way. A lot of our uncles and grandparents, our granddad was different. The society didn't change us to where it's like no, our grandparents stood on their stuff. Granddad was a strong man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you got to be his man. Straight up. Hey, what they say? They used to tell us to man up.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right, Kiwi, appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all so much.
Bye now. I wonder if Jay Alim and Sis.
Anybody want to join in?
I wonder if Jay Alim and Sis.
Talking about some real stuff here.
Okay, Jay Glover's still on here. He want to go live. What's going on with this? Why is this doing this? What's that? Okay. A whole bunch of Facebook comments, baby. We gotta read those. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's on
You
Facebook.
gotta go like this, man. Boom.
Okay. All right, let's keep it going.
Okay.
Okay,
Jay.
Okay.
Is sis on? Is sis with you right now, bro? Because I love their marriage. It's dope. Y'all, okay, come go live, sis. Come on. Let's talk to both of y'all. Are y'all together? Y'all in separate locations?
Oh, look, we got questions everywhere. What about people who taking on relationships out of loneliness?
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh. Okay. Okay, or sis request so we can talk to y'all. Because they married. She said we too cute. Thank you. So we finna come out there and visit y'all. We finna go visit them in New York.
Okay. Unable to join. Hey, that's a good question though.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's answer that until bro and sis get on. But okay, so what's the question, babe?
Is what about people who get into a relationship out of loneliness?
Ooh. You know what? Hi, sis. Look at Teresa, girl. Jill said we cutting up. She funny. Okay. So listen. Okay. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to this, people that do that, it's not about them being lonely. It's about the fact that they have an issue being by themselves. It's not about loneliness. It's about the trauma and the drama that they've been through. And they want to go from pillar to post, as my grandma would call it, or they want to go from lap to lap, as my great grandma would call it. But what happens is when you do not take the time for yourself in between stuff, then what happens is you will always feel like there's some type of emptiness because you have not gotten comfortable with yourself. You have not gotten comfortable. When you get comfortable with yourself, you are not going to date or get with anyone out of loneliness. That's the thing. A lot of people think that single people are lonely, and a lot of single people aren't lonely. They are really sitting up there doing their work. So that way, when the right one comes along, they're what? Prepared. They're prepared,
yeah. So when people date out of loneliness.
Okay, sis. Okay, bro and sis ain't coming. Okay. They said they hiding in the bed.
So look, dating out of loneliness. First of all, that's something that you have to be able to identify right away.
Yeah.
But how what happened? It's just paying attention. It's paying attention because in the stages of getting to know people, who you are and who you're being with, in that stage, you're supposed to ask questions. You're supposed to see things, right? But the problem is on the backside, the people who date out of loneliness always end up dating a whole bunch of fucking people. Melody. Hey, what up, Melody? Hey, what up? So people who date out of loneliness, they're never gonna be consistent.
Ooh,
the consistency gonna be gone. That's good. Because now, take a drink for that moment. So the consistency, because you at that point you become desperate, and
said we cute. My daughter said we cute.
So at that point, you become desperate, and like what she's saying is, you keep reaching out, you keep trying to find somebody. No one's ever good enough because you're only looking for what satisfies you for the moment.
Ooh,
it's the moment. See, that's the thing. See, a lot of times people that try to get into relationship, they're not thinking long term.
Ooh,
they're thinking for the fucking moment of what happens and what satisfies them right now. But now, when it comes to self work and what you're building for yourself,
just get off here with
this. She said on the edges. Yeah. So yeah, we long hair over here, long hair. So yeah, but like people who do that, it is not consistent. And before you do it, you keep bouncing on to someone else because you don't even know who you are. Because once you identify who you are and what your needs are as a person, an individual, what happens is you learn to be patient with the next person. You learn to have to dial back. You know when to text. You know when to call. You understand that there are differences between the two. So it all just goes together.
Can I just add on something to that? Because the way you said that somebody that's dating out of loneliness isn't consistent, that was like a gem right there, right? But also the ones that hey Calvin, that's good. That's good. That's good. But this is the thing also, the ones that are lonely, what happens is they will, like you said, they go from pillar to post. They be trying to skip around and do all these different things, trying to entertain all these different people and stuff like that, right? But but also, let me just say this: everybody, we all have a purpose. Y'all know I'm always bring it back to self consciousness and self awareness. We all have a purpose. Okay. Hey, Allison, how are you, sweetheart? And so what happens is the person that is trying to date out of loneliness is not going to be consistent, but they're also 9 times out of 10 they're not going to know what their purpose is. They're not going to know what they're supposed to do in life. So therefore they shouldn't be dating in the first place. But they sit up here and they get lonely. They want to go, they want to talk to him, they want to talk to her, they want to be all over the map because simultaneously, individually, they are all over the map because they don't know what their purpose in life is.
And they searching for perfection. That's I swear. The biggest is searching. Everyone wants everyone to be fucking perfect. You no cannot have success in a relationship if you expect everything to be perfect. Wow. And that's what a lot of people do. That's why like the people who get on dating sites and shit. So let's talk about that. Like people who get on dating sites, which I'm not saying is necessarily wrong or nothing. That's what you're trying to do. But what you do though is, as soon as you identify one thing wrong, you just you block.
Yep. Ooh.
As soon as you identify and motherfucker gonna call you fast as what you think they should, then you dismiss. Ooh. Now they can't get in contact. And what it does is it's a ripple effect of people's hearts. Ooh. Now no one gives a fuck. Like no one cares.
You're right.
Like, so a motherfucker can deal with someone and be like, you know what, I don't care, fuck it. And it's gonna literally deal with the next person for a moment, and I don't care, fuck it. And that's what it does. It's all
and babe, that's dope. And let us just say this too. Nobody is perfect. You are going to find. Give us some more hearts. I've seen a couple coming up. Give us some more hearts.
We need more.
And on Facebook too, I want some more hearts. And so this is the thing, like you literally can have a list of 20 things and let that person not cross off one of them. And here you go. Oh, I know I can't talk to them. I'm not settling. I'm not settling. It's not that you're settling. It's about you being realistic. And this is the thing too. Like your person is going to do things that irk your nerve a little bit. But there's this 80, 90%. Not you, honey. There's there's this 80, 90% that of your list that they do cover. They cover so much of your list, but then you want to pay attention to what they don't cover instead of all the things that they do cover. Like you could have a list that's fucking this long, and this man covers all of this, but then there's just that little percentage that he don't cover. And here you come, no, on to the next. I'm back in the streets.
And that goes to what we were talking about earlier with the social media. Yeah, social media makes that very thing very easy.
Yep.
So it's like
entertain the other dude that just DM them.
Exactly. And that's why you got to have a certain mindset as an individual to entertain things. And if you don't have it, you'll get lost in the long run. That's just how it is. Yeah. Because people going to definitely test you. Women don't give a damn about women being in a relationship. Men don't give a damn about another man being with his woman. It's just a nasty thing. Right?
Look, Christopher said they miss 80% passing, chasing that 20%. Ooh.
Oh, so the 80-20
facts.
The 80
in the building, honey. Hey, we'll see y'all soon. We'll see you soon.
So look, the 80-20 rule.
Dude, is it an 80-20
rule? It's it was on Tyler Perry. I remember.
Okay, what?
Part of this. So the 80-20 rule, you can have someone like you just said it though. You have someone who give you a certain percentage of everything 90%. That you need. But then you have a female that walk by you or a man that's in good shape, and then you want to test that out, but he only gonna give you a certain percentage of what you willing to take. And because guess what? A lot of people who deal with people in married men and married relationships, they only gonna give a certain percentage of them, and they know that going in.
That's correct.
So if I'm a date you when you a married woman, I already know that 20% gonna be enough for you. So I don't gotta do more. So guess what happens?
So they basically, you're saying that their standards are lower.
Way lower. I don't got to deal with you. I know I ain't got to call you at a certain time. I know I ain't got to deal with your ass and your slobber when you wake up in the morning. Not you. So that's what people do. That's why it's all messed up. And people are risking their lives and losing it for it.
Pismo shout. Hey, that's my Cali folks. We love you back. Okay, and even to speak to that. Okay, what was the point you were making just now? What was it? Because I wanted to talk about the Real Table Talk. If y'all on here right now, Dr. Alicia, can you tag Real Table Talk in here so that way they can follow the page? Y'all got to make sure you follow. First of all, follow. Dr. Alicia, come in the building. Listen, she could go live. I know it's late over there, but if you come in the building. But stop what you're doing right now, y'all, and go follow Real Table Talk. That is a dope show with me and Dr. Alicia and Tiana Von Johnson. I wish Tiana was here. We bring them all up. But y'all stay tuned. Y'all gonna see a lot of us coming up soon. Don't worry about it. Can't wait to see you, Dr. Alicia. What is Okay, somebody said I had a conversation with you about 3 or 4 months ago about my fiance, about the disrespect and gaslighting me. I finally manned up and ended the relationship. She's moving out of my house at the end of the month. Thank God. Thank God I didn't marry her. I let her keep the engagement ring. Do you think I should have got the ring back? I was going to get counseling with you. Do you remember me? Kevin, I have about three. Yeah, I have about three Kevins. So yeah, send me a text message. You have my number still, and you know it's on every video. Send me a text message so that way we can follow up. But okay, babe, do you think that he should have asked for the ring back?
I think you should do whatever you feel like is right, because the ring is just material. You know what I'm saying? It's just something. It costs money, of course, and all that good stuff.
You can always make more money.
And then what you gonna do with it? You gonna bury it in the backyard, like you know?
He said I was getting upon it.
And that's what they get it. But it's all about if you already made a decision to move and walk away, there has to be a willingness to go ahead and say, what do you say? Oh, he's going to say things. So you have it's whatever you want to do with it. It's not if the ring is that important to you, ask and give it back. But don't expect for her to want to give it back.
Right. And also, it's better that even if you never get the ring back, you never get the money back for that.
Somebody say get it back.
It is better. It is better that you got away from that, and your mental health and your mental state is better. It's better that you got that you have your mental health and your mental space intact than to have that ring and be attached to that woman. You understand? Facts.
That's what's up.
Facts.
That's what's up. Some decisions are hard to make, so they stand by it in every which way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all on here. Okay, this is a question for everybody, the men and for the women. Do y'all think that men should open the door for you every time? That your spouse, your person, your man should open the door for you every single time? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Ask him again, baby.
You're welcome, Kevin. Do y'all think that the man should open the door every single time when it comes to the woman? Should the man open the door every single time? Yes or no?
And not only that, though, that sometimes women don't expect you to do it, and sometimes women don't ask you to do it.
Christopher, okay, we're getting a lot of thumbs up.
So
I agree.
If you're meeting someone and getting to know them, but then not only that though, how long does it last? You got to keep it up, right? Like the consistency.
Yeah. Because that's literally like a basic respect. That's a basic courtesy. That's a basic,
a form of protection. I'm gonna make sure you get in the car.
Absolutely.
If I gotta fight that bear,
and what do I do every time?
You go open my door.
That's right. I open this door every time. That's right. Can we talk about that? How that's a protection? Remember we talked about it the other day?
What?
Because I was schooling somebody about that. Okay, so this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't know this, when the man opens your door and when he gets you in the car, you are supposed to immediately reach over and open that door for him, because it's a safety thing. Because what if y'all are in a situation? Not saying that you're going to have a situation, but what if you're in a situation where there's just seconds, and he needs that door to be open so he can get in the car because there's a danger around. You see what I'm saying? So ladies, as soon as he puts you in the car, you lean over and you reach over and you open that door. Facts. Open the door. It's a form of protection. It's a form of safety. It's a form of respect. Do y'all agree? That's what real men do. That's right. That's what real women do. Facts. And you know what? What was the one the other day that I posted and they went crazy about it? What was it?
Oh, being in physical shape as a man.
Oh, let's talk about. Oh, that was a good one.
Okay.
That was a good one. Dr. Alicia, are you still on here? Because I want to know. Because I know you and Doc be on the You and Doc be on that fitness stuff. But anyway, okay, so I posted the other day. Thank you, Larry. We appreciate you. I'm proud of you, Kevin. I'm proud of you. So, do y'all how do y'all feel about a man being in good physical shape when it comes to protecting their spouse? I'm not talking about nobody that's treating you bad, nobody's disrespect. I'm talking about your spouse. Do you think that you should be in physical in good physical shape in order to protect your woman? Yes or no? Do you think that a man should be in good physical shape?
And now look, here goes the thing for when it comes to physical shape aspect before we start getting answers. Sometimes physical shape isn't always about lifting weights and being strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm strong, I'm big, I can be physical. Sometimes being in physical shape is being able to run and move too, though. Boom. You know, see, a lot of times, like whenever the question was posted, it was like, you
fast.
A lot of times, when it was posted, everybody was talking about they protect their women by shooting, having a gun.
That was one of the number one things they said.
Yeah. So, but here goes the thing though. But what if you can't use your gun? What if you have to tussle with somebody? What if it's an earthquake and you got to get your woman to run 30 feet from where you're standing in the midst of 13 seconds to get away? So being in physical shape is about the man because we're supposed to set the tone. But at the same time, no, it's really for both partners to really understand it. So, yeah.
Lower incomes have a higher need, but that drops in income raises. Huh?
So being in physical shape
That
as a
doesn't have
man.
anything to do with that, Christopher.
Yeah, being in physical shape as a man is very important, and that's something that we need to talk about more because you have a lot of men nowadays that's okay with not working out, just content with working and going home and all that. But we have to make sure that we protect our women in every aspect, and being in physical shape is perfect. Yeah. You don't have to be perfect. Like you don't have to fucking have a 6-pack. We get older, we get beer belly, so we drink and shit. No, but you got to be in shape.
Yeah, yeah. It's true because that's the thing. Like a lot of the comments the other day were they were talking about physical. They were talking about physical protection and they were talking about a gun. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be in an altercation where you're going to be able to be justified and using the firearm. And we carry two people. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what are the other forms of protection that you said, babe? Protect our mental state.
Yeah, sometimes by sometimes knowing when to walk away too. See, protecting a woman isn't always physical. So at times we could be in a situation where we recognize, and a lot of times us men, we see things before it happens.
Yeah.
We can just identify like, all right, we're not in a good place right now. This not good, and we know.
Yeah.
So and that's a form of protection too, where it's not even physical, where you know when to get the hell up out of there.
Yeah, but okay, so it's still to me it's still a form of physical protection because you're using your wisdom and your mind in order to make a good decision. But when I say the protection and safety that he gives me, not only physically, is impeccable. It's ridiculously like off the charts, right? Because the first thing that he does is protect my mind. Like if he sees that my mind is wandering or that I need he need to touch base with me mentally and emotionally, that he takes care of that first. He takes care of my mental state. He protects my mental state before he protects my physical state, and that's yeah.
I do my best. I ain't perfect. I do my best.
But yeah, he protects my mind before
he protects
my physical state.
See, here goes the thing though. As a man, you're supposed to carry yourself a certain way. And I was raised by a different type of men. So, and if anyone who knows me personally knows what I mean. Mm-hmm. So, you're supposed to carry yourself a certain way, and you're supposed to identify things. A lot of men, some men get in their feelings, and you know that's what they stand on and what they stay on. But really, you're supposed to have a certain mindset in how you carry yourself as a man. You're supposed to. But your woman is supposed to allow you to do that too. All right. So
Ooh, what? Can you say that again?
I say your woman is supposed to allow you to do that as well. You know, a lot of times you got situations where men got to battle so hard just to be the fucking man, and don't no man want to deal with that because we go through work, we go through jobs. We are men are responsible for having the weight of the world on their shoulders without no excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's what we have to do. Yeah. So of course we don't want to come home to some woman that's battling, complaining, tripping, and giving us a hard time because it makes everything else just that more important. You know? Then the protection kind of winds down. Like, want to protect someone that don't want to listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's literally imperative that you have someone that actually respects you and values your wisdom and your knowledge and your integrity and your leadership enough to submit to that. Seriously. Like Gary said, we have a sixth sense. For sure. For sure. And that's the thing, like you guys, oh, that's hey girl. Hi. Thank you.
Wait, the men have a sixth sense, Gary? Are you saying
No, so and this is and see Gary, okay, so this is something I've talked about for years. And it's the fact that men, like God will show them things like spiritually, they hey girl, like spiritually and emotionally and psychologically and wisdom wise, men will have the upper hand most of the time because they are called to be leaders. They are, like they're supposed to be pushed to the front because they're leaders, right? But a lot of times what happens is you got these bird brain, non-compliant, non-submissive little girls out here in grown women bodies thinking that they're supposed to have the last say. They think that they're supposed to control everything, that they think that what they say goes, when in reality, if you are not ready for your for a spouse or a committed relationship or your husband to lead, then go stay single. Go be single then.
yes? Be single, but at the same time, I'm gonna turn it on to the men. I'm gonna turn it on to the men right now.
Ooh.
Because a lot of time, in order for us to be true leaders, we have to be emotionally connected with ourselves. We have to be logical in our thoughts. And a lot of times, we're at our age, we're raised around a lot of women. A lot of men are raised around a lot of women.
True.
Without having a figure in their life, especially if they didn't play sports or do anything like that, right? Mm-hmm. But we have to understand ourselves because nowadays a woman can spot a weakness in a man quick as hell. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like,
and she plays on it too. Like, she plays on it too.
You can play on it, but at the same time, though, it's only gonna last so long too before you get started fucking playing on it. So going into it, men want a woman to be able to submit and they want to be able to lead in a relationship. But you have to know who you are as a man first. Ooh. You have to.
And okay, can you expand on that? Like what that
you
looks
gotta
like?
know. You gotta know what a leader is. You gotta know how to understand a woman from her emotional standpoint.
Ooh.
You gotta have.
I be emotional sometimes, y'all. Like, go figure.
Like, you gotta have time. You gotta be willing to have patience to understand your woman, because especially if you're with someone who you're trying to know or get to know, it can be challenging. But a lot of times, even when you're with someone for a long time, that leadership, you don't give a damn about leading anymore. So that's whenever, as a woman, you don't want to push your man to a point where he doesn't want you to lead him. You know, and I say it all the time. It's nothing wrong as a woman to have a man as a leader, and there's nothing glorious. Better.
It is glorious.
It's nothing better than a man having a woman that allows him to lead, and that's what we all want. That's what we all fucking want. It's never easy. It's never perfect, but that's what we all want.
And that's the thing. Like, no, none of us are perfect, right? So we're always still learning. We're lifelong learners. But you guys have to understand that the right person who sees you the way that you show up in the right way, because a lot of y'all guys be talking about y'all leaders, and then all you do is sit up here and talk shit about her and bitch and complain, even though she's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing, and you're not. So we're talking about. Um, can you fill that in for me, Ben? I just lost my train of thought.
Well, no, but it's just the point. The point of being a leader is just understanding where you're supposed to play in that role. And as a woman, you being submissive is something that you should want to be. It's nothing greater. And here goes the thing too.
Thank you.
When a woman is being submissive, they actually have more control of that man than they realize. Just think about it. Just think about it. When a woman is being submissive to her man caters to her. Her man listens to what she says. Her man values her opinion because that's what happens naturally to us because we know that you understand us on a different level. So when you submissive to a man, it actually does very good for you in a lot of ways. But you just got to stop getting into what society says that it's not okay when it's actually something you should really want. You know.
Yeah.
So submissive, being submissive, and then when as a woman, if you're submissive, your man is going to be submissive with you as well. It goes both ways.
Because what it takes both. Oh, there goes sis. Hey, girl. That's my sister. Sissy. But also, ladies, you got to understand this. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really great thing. And one of the things that, as far as the dynamic when you're with someone that you gel well with, you will be able to woosah. Like, ladies, there is no greater feeling than being able to woosah after not being able to woosah. Like being able to just know that your husband got you, to know that your spouse got you. There's no greater feeling than that, for real. You no longer have to do everything by yourself. You no longer have to think about. You see how I lost my train of thought, and he just like that's the thing. That's leadership. That's submissiveness. That's respect. It's not about control. It's about respect. And a lot of times, what happens is you guys don't have respect for your spouse. Therefore, you don't allow that person their input, and you don't allow him to lead. Facts. A lot of y'all don't have respect for your spouse like how you're supposed to, and that is something that you need to sit down and figure out why. There and let me just say this: a lot of times you don't have respect for your spouse any longer is because of certain things that have happened, and you guys just brush it underneath the rug and brush it underneath the rug, and you sit up there and you don't forgive each other. Sassy.
Get down.
But that's the thing. Like, a lot of y'all are walking around with unforgiveness in your heart towards your spouse right now. My little bro Dre Curry in the building. I love you, bro. But yeah, you got to understand that a lot of y'all have to learn how to forgive. A lot of y'all walking around with unforgiveness against your spouse. Therefore, you don't want to follow them. You don't want to follow their lead. You don't want to respect her opinion, and it goes for men and women. There is no one side. Listen, I'm gonna keep it straight, give it to you like straight, like with no chase, like hot cognac down your throat. This is what we do. But y'all got to understand, you have to forgive. You literally have to forgive. It's not okay for you to sit there and walk around with unforgiveness and resentment against your spouse. And y'all sit up there and y'all go to. Can we talk about one last thing, babe?
So look, when it comes to forgiveness, when it comes to being forgiving, some things you just can't fucking forgive about. Some shit is not you can't forgive, you know. But if you're choosing to be in a relationship with someone, just really think about
You have to forgive.
yeah, well, yeah, but yeah, but whenever you in a relationship with someone and you plan on being with them long term, you have to factor in the fact that you don't want to be in a dating world right now. You don't want to be single trying to nowadays they take more or less two income from any household. So if you're with someone and you're in a relationship, don't fuck your relationship over some bullshit that you can't be forgiven over. So having integrity and all that other stuff is very important, you know. So
yeah.
Some things happen and you just can't get over it. That's just the truth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can we talk about one last thing before we get off? Um, Not going to bed mad. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like, we do not go to sleep upset. We do not go to sleep upset. And this is something that I've taught on this for years. I've said this for years. Good night, bro. We'll talk to y'all soon. Um, but as far as not, what is it? Okay. But as far as not going to sleep mad, what if you do go to sleep mad, what you do is you set yourself up for failure. The bond, the connection, everything that you guys have built together, you start to chip away at all the goodness when you go to sleep mad. And when you stay mad, when you go to sleep mad, and when you don't forgive your partner, what you're doing is you're saying that you're not committed in the relationship as you should be. Because you should not, hey Carlin, you should not be going to bed mad at your spouse. It sets you up for failure, and it sets you up for disaster within your union, within your connection.
Yeah, that's 100%. Because you can go to bed that way and wake up the same way.
Ooh, or worse, it's because you done slept on it. And
yeah.
Sometimes our thoughts will play over in our mind, and the action will play over in our mind while we're sleeping.
Yeah, and because if you believe in the power of manifestation, then you already understand. Ooh, you know, so whenever your manifestation is really going to sleep and understanding or having something on your mind, it's I forget what it's called, where people manifest things and they go to sleep with it on their mind. So it's the same thing. Yeah. So if you're going to sleep actually mad, then you're going to wake up mad. Then you're going to wake up annoyed. And who wants to wake up starting their day off? Yeah. Annoyed and being in a bad mood with their partner that you know you're not gonna fucking get rid of. So yeah, Kenny just joined.
Yep, nephew. And then also, this is the thing. Like, we're physical beings, right? So we experience things physically, but first and foremost, we're spiritual beings. And I'm not going off on no tangent about no religious stuff. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. But this is the thing. Pray with your spouse every day. We pray every day. Is this my uncle, my auntie? That's right, nephew. like pray with your spouse every day. We pray in the morning and the night, and sometimes in between. Like, pray with your spouse. It is imperative. It is imperative that you both individually keep yourself intact spiritually, but then you come together and manifest certain things, and you pray about certain things. You agree upon certain things. I promise you. Even if it's not about, like I said, it's not. I don't do religion, but I'm telling you right now, if you pray with your spouse, I'm telling you, it will begin to break down things, and you will begin to soften your heart towards your person, and it will make things 100 times better. I promise you, it works.
As a woman, I think as a woman, that's something that us men actually need, though. You know, because us men, we prideful individuals. We got to be strong all the time. But a lot of us have grown up in a religious background or in the atmosphere to where it is within us. So yeah, having someone that's willing to pray with you on a day-to-day basis and just let things go is a huge success. Yeah. It's a very good
because thing. And because you never want to bombard or hit your person over the head with something over and over and over and over again that you say that you forgave them for. That's also a thing. Like, I know a lot of women do this. We're gonna close it out just a second. But a lot of women do this where they will keep on bombarding and hitting the man over the head with something that he done did, when in reality you already said that you forgave him for it, and besides that, you stayed with him. So why are you gonna sit up there and keep on making yourself and him miserable by not letting that shit go? Shut the fuck up sometime. Stop talking about shit that happened in the past, for real. And if you feel like it's still haunting you or bombarding your relationship, then get a third party. That's, y'all see the number right there. You can call it. You can book appointments with us. We are certified. We are here for y'all. We do advice. Listen, we do this every single day. But you got to understand that it's so imperative. If you feel like you can't talk it out with your person, then please get a third party, and don't go to your friend, brother, sister, cousin, bestie. No, none of that. Go to your person and y'all figure it out and talk it out, or either you get a third party professionally that has no bias. That's the reason why people come to me, is because they can trust me. That's the reason why people come to him, because they can trust him. We are unbiased in our advice, in our counseling strategies, in order to help you get better. So don't go to your friend, your cousin, your auntie. Don't go to none of them. Call 209-448-5152 and you can book a session with us. Facts. Because the more you put your best friend and your family members and everybody in your business, the worse off your relationship is gonna be, because it's gonna create certain tension within your partnership, but also the person that you go to is gonna have a different viewpoint about your spouse now. And then you want them to go to the cookout, you want them to go to the barbecue, you want them to go to functions. No, fuck that. No, you sit up there and talk shit about me to them, and so therefore I don't want to go. My bro DJ LaRose in here. DJ LaRose in the building. We gotta come see you, bro. But yeah, so do you have any final thoughts, honey?
Well, for one, let's say this. if you guys have any issues in relationships or you guys want to book a session, you guys make sure y'all tag the number, see the number down on the bottom of the screen. Make sure you jot it down, put it in your phone just in case y'all need some. And
he's in Vegas.
Book a session.
That's bro right there.
Look, we here to give advice. We here to help in any kind of way. But y'all know who y'all got right here. Y'all know y'all got this one right here to help in any way, in every way. And I'm gonna back her up 100%. So that's just what it is. But also, the last thing too though is we want y'all to tell people about the show. We're gonna be live next week on Monday, 7 o'clock. Because in a minute we try to set something up for some of y'all to find a lady or a female to get a partnership with. So
lady, a woman.
A woman.
They don't like to be called females when they really women.
Okay, women.
It don't bother me. But
men and women.
Yeah.
If you do whatever you. If
y'all single, we're gonna match make y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. So y'all just stay tuned. It was fun. Next week we're gonna be here again. So close it up, baby.
All right. My dude got a good one. Oh, bro, you gotta meet him. He's everything for real. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate all the hearts. Listen, if you need us, make sure you call the number, or either you can go to my bio and book a session. Oh, that's dope that it ended by itself. But yes, we here for y'all. So make sure that if you need us, you text or call us. And yes, we do answer the calls ourselves. Like a lot of people be thinking that we don't answer. If y'all call right now, it's gonna ring and we're gonna answer, but it's on do not disturb because we don't live. But yes, if you need us, make sure you tap in. Melody, we gonna see y'all soon. And thank y'all to Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, everybody that joined us. Nephew, I still see you in here. Appreciate you so much. But yes, all right, we're gonna talk to y'all soon, and stay tuned because we got a lot of stuff coming up. The Mario and Shar page is already active, but we gonna hit y'all with a lot of stuff. All right, love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Get the fuck out of here. Shares, look, over 666.